Today we are going to be stitching the sunflower part of this Lazy Daisy page. Okay, let's start stitching. Okay, so my plan is to stitch the center of this flower with this color. It's also variated. So for those who are wondering how to use variated threads and where to use and what to do with them at all, so this is like an example of it. And I'm going to be stitching the petals of, I'm gonna use those variated threads. It's DMC 51. And I will also combine the center with these threads. This is the most interesting part. And for leaves, I'm gonna use those colors, and I'm gonna stitch leaves this same way like I did here. How come there is never a number 5 between 4 and 6? Just curious. Yeah, that's why because I never use 5 strands of floss. It's just I don't think it's necessary. I use 4 strands or 6 strands. I never use 5, and nobody uses 5. So I just mentioned the number of threads which I actually use for this type of stitch. I never stitch with only 1 strand of floss because it doesn't look like interesting this way. So I started from 2, 3 strands and 4 strands and 6 strands. You can even hardly recognize, like, there is some difference between 4 and 6 strands, as you can see, but there is almost no difference with 5 strands, and nobody is stitching with 5 strands, so sorry for confusion. So I'm gonna do long stitches like this. You can actually fill it wherever you like. You can fill it with French knots. I have a PDF pattern with sunflower and the center is filled with French knots, and it looks really cute. You can use 4 strands or 3 strands if you want here. I just wanted to have an interesting texture here and add some volume. And looks like I have too long light part of the shades, but it's okay, it's going to be interesting effect. So this direction is going to be entirely with this color, and then the color will be changed, and I will be stitching with another color in different directions. Okay, so I jump here to start from this line, and I will be moving to the right now. So I need to go under this one, and then I skip this one and I go under this one. You can help with your finger to like avoid splitting another stitches. You don't need to split, you just need to slide under your thread and between your thread and fabric. I'm really having fun right now because I didn't do it before, and it's so interesting and it's so simple. So now I'm going to be doing the simple teeny stitch around this place where those stitches are crossing each other. You can do it with completely different color. You can do with like maybe gold thread if you want. So it's going to be sparkling. I will probably jump to this place, so this color is gonna look differently, and when I will be moving to the right side, the color will be changed to the darker one, and it's still gonna look like a different color. Oops, we have a knot here, but you can easily fix it this way. If you pull the loop in a different direction, it's going to be undone. If you didn't do any stitches around it, it's okay. They are going to be covered with chain stitch. Yeah, you could feel it only with chain stitch, like starting from the outside line and moving close to the center like this. Yeah, this is also an option. I'm using all 6 strands because the loops are big here, and you can also use 4 strands if you want. This is a Lazy Daisy sampler page. This is an exclusive project which I'm running for my patrons. You can get all the samplers on my Patreon page if you join my stitching club. There are already 8 sampler pages available. You can get access to all of them. And for chain stitch, I will probably go with 3 strands of floss. And see how I was planning this stitch and the color of the thread. So I started from here with a dark shade, because on this part I assuming that this part of flower is going to be darker. This is a shadow here and this is a light here, so I started with the dark and the color will be changed to the light one. So I'm gonna take a look if I have some orange beads to put between those stitches to fill all the empty spaces. Yes, actually I have some, and it could be light color or it can be this one, orange one. So which one should I choose? You should have the small needle for beading. So I'm gonna take only 1 strand of floss. If you guys are stitching this sample with me, please share the pictures in internet, in Instagram, especially in Instagram, so I will see it and take a look what you are stitching and maybe give some advice. Let's stitch the leaves. I'm gonna stitch like the same way as I did this leaf, for example, on the top, and I'm gonna use this color. Just the shape of the leaf is going to be different, and this is the only difference. I will probably go with 4 strands of floss. So I'm gonna start from the top part here, and then I'm going to be moving down. You can fill 1/2 of the leaf with one color and another half of the leaf with a lighter color or darker one. So this part is going to be darker and this part is going to be lighter. How to choose amount of threads, how many threads to use? It depends actually from the size of the object that you are going to be filling, and this sampler on top you can use as a reference. so how many threads to use, because the result is going to be slightly different, so it's going to be easier to decide for you how many threads to use in different situations. The bigger object, the more threads. And yeah, I'm following this kind of direction right here, so like for example for this side, so I'm gonna go in this direction and then I'm going to be slightly turning the stitch into this direction, and that's how I'm gonna feel it and repeat the shape of the sleeve, because this sleeve looks slightly different and I would really like it to make to look natural, so I'm choosing this kind of direction. You can mark with a pen for yourself, like I just did, so it's going to be easy for you to remember which direction you should follow. From here you can jump to another leaf like this. The distance is small, so you can jump if you have the thread, so I can jump here and I will stitch it later. So now I will switch to another lighter color like this, and I'm gonna feel another part of the leaf. For me, it's comfortable to stitch with 3 strands actually, so you have 6 strands here right now, so you are like split into 2 parts, and another part you can use to continue stitching. Yeah, I really like this idea. It gives like a 3-dimensional effect of the leaf. The same method you can use for satin stitch, but I'm just stitching for Lazy Daisy sample page, so I'm trying to use Lazy Daisy everywhere I can to show you different examples how this Lazy Daisy stitch can be used. And then when your leaves are done, you can switch to the stem, and for the stem you can use any kind of outline stitches. You can use back stitch, you can use whipped back stitch, and you can use stem stitch or even split stitch. I like to use whipped back stitch, and it's probably obvious that the stem should be darker, so I'm gonna use this darker thread for the stems. So that's how you can stitch the sunflower. I hope you guys liked my video tutorials today. It was really fun to stitch with you guys, and it is really great when you are asking some questions. Bye guys!